everyone, myself Latipius. I am lecturer in Morular Institute Pharmacy of Sone. Now, the subject I have conducted in drugstores and business management. Today's topic is the trade. The what is meant by trade? The definition of trade. The trade it is the word of meaning means by the buying, selling, and exchange of goods. Trade may be described as the nucleus of commercial activity. It includes as a three functions of trade. First, it is the transportation. Second, it is the insurance, and third, it is the banking, etc. Now the types of trade they have including in two types of trade. First it is the internal trade and second it is the international trade. We have discussed the first type of trade, internal trade. Now the internal trade is also called as the home trade and it consists of sale and exchange of goods within the boundaries of a country. This may be first it is the local trade, in second it is the state trade, and third it is the international trade. In local trade, in that local trade the goods are purchased and sold at a particular place, and in second it is the state trade, the goods are traded only in a particular state. And the international trade, third it is the international trade, the goods are brought and sold from one state to the another state. The next point, the payment involved in the business of transaction are made in the nations of own currency directly or through a banking system. The movement of goods is through the internal transportation system owned by state government, central government, or by the private agencies. The types of internal trade including there are two types of internal trade. First it is the wholesale trade and second it is the retailer trade. First we have discussed as a wholesale trade. What do you mean by wholesale trade? The wholesale trades it involves the sale of goods in comparatively in large quantity to those tenders who are directly contact with the consumers, that is also called as a retailers. The wholesaler seviers the link between producers or the manufacturer of goods and the retail traders. In pharmaceutical trades, the wholesalers are classified into four categories. First, it is the super distributors or is also called as the super stockist. Second, it is the stockist. Third, it is the wholesaler, dealers or sub-stockists, and fourth it is the clearing and forwarding agent. The second types of internal trade it is the retailer trade. Retailer trade, in this trade the retailer supplies the requirement of consumers in small quantity as per their needs, as such as severe as link between wholesalers and as actual consumers. In pharmaceutical trade, the chemist or druggist is plays the role of retailers, and the retailer chemist is an outlet to provide all the health care services to the patient. The retailer dispenses the prescription of medical practitioners and sells the medicines to the patients. The second types of trade it is the international trade, is also called as foreign trade or is also called as external trade. The internal trade also called as foreign trade, also called as external trade. The external trade means the exchange of goods and services between the citizens, business firm or government of different countries. When goods are sold by one country to the other, the payment are required to be made in a currency of country concerned. The movement of goods is through the international transport systems. Foreign trade is conducted mostly on wholesale basis or is subdivided into there are three categories. First it is the import trade, second it is the export trade, and third it is the interport trade. The import trade, when the traders of one country purchase the goods from the traders to other country, is also called as import trade. In short, the one country purchase of goods and from the traders to other countries. And the export trade, when the traders of one country sells the goods to the traders of other country, is called as export trade. And the import trade, when the traders is purchase the goods from one country and sell to the same goods of another country, is also called as interport trade. Interport trade is also called as re-export trade. The re-export trade is carried on by the countries which have the ports that are conveniently situated to serve as distributing center for neighboring countries which is import in large quantity of such goods, such as for example London and Singapore have a considerable amount of re-export trade. Now, the many pharmaceutical companies are marketing their products to the overseas countries while exporting the pharmaceutical products to other countries. Among the other things, the following condition must be satisfied. First condition, it is the international standard for formulation are maintained. Second, it is the international standard for packaging are also maintained. The third, it is the export items must be cleared by the Food of Drug Authority, is also called as FDA, Food of Drug Authority of the country concerned. And the fourth, it is the clinical data of pharmaceutical product is provided. Thank you very much.